My girlfriend posted, just bought my dream car. Two Hearts Automobile. It was MY car, re-registered in her name using forged signatures. I didn't panic. I just reported it stolen. When she got pulled over and arrested for grand theft auto while her friends were recording for Instagram. I'll start this by saying I'm not a dramatic person. I'm the kind of guy who keeps receipts for oil changes, backs up his files twice, and triple checks door locks before bed. It's not anxiety, it's just how I'm wired. My ex, let's call her Samantha, was the opposite. She lived on impulse. She'd spend 3 hours picking a brunch outfit and then say, life's too short for plans. That used to charm me. Until it didn't. We'd been together for a little over a year. She was 27, I'm 31. We met through friends at a car meet. I had a 2018 BMW M4 convertible I'd saved up for over 7 years. It wasn't new, but it was mine. Paid off, clean title, custom ceramic blue wrap I'd done myself. That car was my therapy, my peace, my one true, stupidly expensive hobby. Samantha loved it too, maybe a little too much. She'd beg to drive it, film TikToks leaning on the hood, captioning things like manifesting luxury energy blue heart. At first, I didn't care. Then I noticed she started saying my car instead of his. It bothered me. Not enough to argue, but enough to remember. A few months ago, I had to leave for a 4-day business trip to Denver. I let her borrow my car to commute. She'd been having issues with her old Honda, and honestly, I trusted her. I left her the keys, registration in the glove box, insurance card, all standard stuff. When I came back, she was all smiles. Said she'd had the best weekend ever. I didn't think much of it, until a week later, I went to renew my insurance policy and the rep said, Sir, I can't process this. The car's no longer listed under your name. At first, I laughed. Then he clarified. According to DMV records, the vehicle was re-registered to a Samantha Blake. New title issued last week. I swear my heart stopped. I drove straight to the DMV thinking it had to be some kind of clerical error. It wasn't. She'd filed a duplicate title application, forged my signature, and transferred ownership. She even changed the mailing address to her apartment. The clerk showed me the scanned signature. It looked like a drunk toddler's attempt at cursive, nothing like mine. When I confronted her, she went full denial mode. Laughed. Said, Babe, you must have signed something months ago. I told you about it. Then she got defensive, accusing me of not trusting her and trying to control what's ours. I realized, in that moment, that there was no misunderstanding. This was intentional. So I did what most people wouldn't. I didn't yell, didn't post, didn't call her friends. I called a lawyer. He told me, word for word, don't touch the car. Don't go near her. Let the system do its job. File a stolen vehicle report, but don't do it emotionally. So that's exactly what I did. Filed the report, submitted a copy of my purchase documents, bank wire, bill of sale, VIN record, and even photos of me with the car from 2018 onward. My lawyer sent a notarized statement to the DMV fraud department, citing title forgery and unauthorized transfer. Within 72 hours, the VIN was flagged as stolen. Here's where it gets surreal. That weekend, I got tagged in a video. One of Samantha's friends had posted an Instagram story. Her and 3 others in the M4, music blasting, top down. Caption: She really did it, smiling face with hard eyes, dream car queen. That same night, 9:43 p.m., she posted, Just bought my dream car. Two Hearts Automobile, so proud of myself. My stomach turned. I didn't comment. I didn't message. I just screen recorded everything. Every story, caption, comment. Because my lawyer had said, people like this eventually incriminate themselves for you. He was right. 2 days later, I got a call from a friend of mine. He's a state trooper. He'd heard chatter about a stolen BMW convertible flagged for recovery that matched my VIN. The car had been pulled over in another county, 60 miles away. You can probably guess who was driving. They ran the plates, confirmed the flagged VIN, and detained her on the spot. But what blew my mind was how it happened. Apparently, her friends were filming a car reveal TikTok when the patrol lights went on. The video, yes, it made it online, literally shows the flashing red-blue reflection before they cut the clip. The irony? They titled it, Manifesting Bad Luck, Loudly Crying Face, Loudly Crying Face, Loudly Crying Face. When the cops impounded the car, Samantha tried to argue it was a misunderstanding. She showed them proof of ownership, the forged title, and said I'd gifted it to her. Then they called me. I sent over the original title scan, bill of sale, insurance statements, and notarized complaint. She went from smug to silent in seconds. They charged her with title fraud, forgery, and grand theft auto, 3 felonies. I didn't press extra charges. I didn't need to. The system had already done it for me. That was 6 weeks ago. She's out on bail now, according to the records my lawyer pulled. Her friends have stopped posting, except one, who DM'd me to say, "You didn't have to ruin her life like that." I didn't reply, because I didn't ruin her life. She did that the moment she decided my name was just a piece of ink she could forge away. The car's back in my garage now. DMV reinstated the original title, and the wrap's coming off next week. Feels like closing a chapter. Update 1. It's been a month since Samantha got arrested. I thought it would be over after that. Police report filed, car returned, done. I was wrong. Last week, I got a voicemail from an unfamiliar number. "Mr. Hayes, this is Attorney Gregson calling on behalf of Ms. Blake. Please contact me to discuss an out-of-court resolution regarding the incident involving the 2018 BMW M4. Out-of-court resolution. Those 4 words already told me everything. The next day, Samantha showed up at my building. With her mother. And her lawyer. I didn't invite them in. We met in the lobby, in front of the cameras. My own lawyer had advised me. Never meet alone. Never unrecorded. So I set my phone on the table, in plain sight, recording. She looked different. No makeup, no designer bag, no attitude. Just a quiet, nervous version of herself I'd never seen before. Her mom, a stern, silver-haired woman who looked like she'd seen this kind of mess before, did most of the talking. We understand there was confusion. Samantha made a poor decision. She's willing to make things right if you'll agree not to pursue further civil damages. Her lawyer nodded along. Then Samantha added softly, "I didn't mean to steal it. I thought you were giving it to me. We talked about sharing things, remember?" That broke whatever pity I had left. I replied, calm and clear, "You forged my name. You filed fake documents. You lied to the DMV. That's not a misunderstanding, Samantha. That's a felony." Her mom winced. The lawyer jumped in. "Mr. Hayes, my client is remorseful. She's already facing criminal charges. We're simply trying to limit further reputational harm. There's no need for public escalation." That last part, public escalation, made me realize what this was really about. See, the story hadn't stayed quiet. Someone leaked the arrest video. Not the official police body cam, but the one her friends filmed before getting pulled over. The one where they were singing in the car, then panicking when the siren started. It ended up on TikTok, titled, "POV, your friend just manifested her dream car, and the cops manifest her ass in handcuffs skull oncoming police car." It hit over 4 million views in a week. Comments were brutal. Half were jokes, half were people saying, "This is what happens when you fake flex on the internet." Someone even found her old post, "Just bought my dream car, 2 Hearts Automobile," and turned it into a meme. Her name wasn't censored, and she was getting dragged across every influencer gossip, subreddit, and TikTok page imaginable. So yeah, reputational harm wasn't an exaggeration. It was a fire they couldn't put out. Her mom tried again. More carefully. She's still young. People make mistakes. If you could just issue a public statement that you don't intend to pursue. I stopped her. "Ma'am, I'm not issuing statements. I'm not the one who went public. I haven't said a word online." She did. Then I looked at Samantha. "You did this for attention. You got it." She started to tear up, muttered something like, "You don't understand. They all told me." And then her mom gently grabbed her arm, whispered, "Enough." The lawyer handed me a settlement offer, low 5 figures, essentially hush money. I handed it back. "If you want to make things right," I said, "plead guilty. Tell the truth. Don't buy your way out of accountability." Then I stood up and left. Later that night, I got a long email from her. No subject line, no greeting, just walls of text. Half apology, half blame. She said things like, "I just wanted to feel like someone important," and "I never thought you'd actually report it." And then, this line, "You could have just let me keep it. It would have made me happy." That's when I realized she didn't understand anything. It wasn't about money or cars. It was about ownership, not of the BMW, but of consequences. The DA's office confirmed last week that she'll likely take a plea deal. 2 counts reduced to 1 misdemeanor for a fraudulent title application. If she completes probation, community service, and restitution. My lawyer says she'll pay some fines and avoid jail. I'm fine with that. I don't want her life destroyed, just balanced. But the weirdest part? Since the story went viral, people have been messaging me. Random strangers thanking me for handling it with calm, or asking for updates like it's an ongoing Netflix docuseries. I don't think they realize how surreal it feels to live inside one of those stories. Because it's not justice porn. It's just paperwork, silence, and an empty garage that finally has your car back in it. She hasn't posted anything new since the video. Her Instagram bio just says, "Learning accountability. One day at a time." Maybe she means it. Maybe it's just rebranding. Either way, it's not my problem anymore. Final update. 6 months later, I sold the BMW. Not because I needed the money, not because of the memories, but because every time I saw it, I remembered paperwork, courtrooms, and the sound of her voice saying, "You could have just let me keep it." It wasn't just a car anymore. It was evidence. And I didn't want to live in a crime scene. The legal part wrapped up quietly. Samantha took the plea deal, one misdemeanor, 12 months probation, community service, and restitution. She paid back the registration fees, my legal costs, and a small settlement the court approved. No one clapped. No one cheered. There's no music in real life when justice happens, just an email from your lawyer saying, "Case closed. Keep all copies for your records." And then you're supposed to just move on. I didn't follow her after that, but people sent me links anyway. A podcast episode titled "Influencer Gone Wrong: How a Car Manifestation Became a Felony." A YouTube video called "The Girl Who Stole Her Boyfriend's BMW for Clout." Comment sections full of popcorn emojis. It's strange watching your real life become public entertainment. Everyone loves a scandal, but nobody wants to think about what happens after. After is just silence. You drive to work, stop at traffic lights, and every time someone looks at your car, you wonder if they recognize it. About 2 months ago, a guy messaged me through Facebook Marketplace. He'd seen my listing for the car. Clean title, 42,000 miles. Priced fairly. He came to see it in person, early 30s, newly married, bright-eyed. He said it was his dream car, the exact same phrase she used. When he smiled, I realized I didn't feel bitterness anymore. Just relief. I handed him the keys, signed the bill of sale, and watched him drive off. That night, for the first time in months, I slept without checking my security cameras. I've learned that closure isn't a big emotional speech. It's the moment you stop needing anyone else to understand. The police reports, the evidence folders, the lawyer fees, they all fade into something simple. I was right to protect myself. People online asked if I regret reporting her. No. Regret would mean I wish I hadn't drawn a boundary. But boundaries are what kept me from becoming part of her chaos. A few weeks later, I saw her by accident. Grocery store parking lot. She was walking out with her mom. We locked eyes for half a second, enough to see recognition, guilt, and maybe exhaustion. She nodded slightly. I nodded back. No words. No scene. Just two people who'd both learned something expensive. I took the bus home that day, just for the hell of it. The city looked different from up there. Messy, unpredictable, alive. I realized how much I'd shrunk my world during all of it. How much energy I'd spent defending myself instead of living. Now I'm rebuilding slowly. New apartment, fewer things, quieter mornings. If something breaks, I fix it. If something leaves, I let it. People think the opposite of love is hate. It's not. It's clarity. And clarity feels a lot like peace.